Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad from the American, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl clip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Snags it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Louisiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quickly complete. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Wants to throw again. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quarterback running on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they're not on the same page there.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to win.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Completes it in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The give to the back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Takes the easy completion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Raging Cajuns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. A really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw again. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Raging Cajuns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This line...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The screen, and watch out. On the move at the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Makes the quick grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Handoff from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Complete in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Right on the money. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This all...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays. So you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got his man on the outside. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way, so for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You can go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Gonna look downfield again. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beat.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation preparation pays off. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. To the air on first down. He got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Going for the goal line, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He'll go out of bounds and the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to pump this ball in.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whalen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Jukes his way for more. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Raging Cajuns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cajuns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Touch pass on the run. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Back has it. Under fire. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Rock.
Salt interwove, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Right down the middle. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whalen. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Throws for the tight end. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.